I gotta put my glasses on because y'all know I can't see nothing. Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, and I'm trying, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna try to go live more often. So, here I am. I hope everybody is having a great, what is it, Wednesday? Is it Wednesday, y'all? Happy hump day, everybody. I don't know if, I don't think I put a title up there. So, we're talking about respect, forgiveness, and what comes along with it. I hope everybody's having a great day. Anybody who joins me, thank you so much for joining me. And let's get to it. So, earlier today, DC and I were talking about just stuff, because that's where if that's not TikTok, I get my stuff from talk shows and just random questions I ask my wife during the day. So we were talking about if somebody is a not nice person, people don't like them, they ain't got friends, whatever. They rude, they just, you know, and they get sick, or something happens to them, they have a crisis, a trauma, or something, or whatever. Does that absolve them? Are we supposed to now feel sorry for them? If I didn't like you yesterday, and today everybody's talking about, oh yeah, sorry about that. I'm not good at wearing a bonnet because for some reason don't never stay on my head, but my hair is doing yeah. Yeah, my hair ain't doing it. So we're gonna do the bonnet thing. And y'all see my unicorn horn, the baby be calling, they still trying to stick out from the bonnet. So clearly I just stop. So anyway, back to what I was saying. And she was talking about how somebody was sick and how people just, hey Magdalene, and people just treating her like they treat her. And I'm like, are we supposed to not treat somebody? Are we supposed to treat somebody better because they sick, or having personal issues, or going through mental issues, losing a job? If I didn't like you yesterday, or you were doing something to me yesterday, and today, I didn't mean that like that. Today, am I supposed to feel sorry for you, or am I supposed to feel bad, or am I supposed to show some kind of sympathy for you, or empathy? No. And that's just me. This is just me. It's for nobody but me. Now, if you're the kind of person that needs closure, and you need to, I'm trying to clean my glasses because they're dirty. If you're the kind of person that needs closure, if you're the kind of person that needs forgiveness or apologies, then do your thing. Do your thing. If you think that if you think it makes you a better person to forgive this person, or feel empathy or sympathy for this person, then do that. But here's the thing with me. Everything is a choice. Doxing is a choice. Trolling is a choice. Being rude, obnoxious, outrageous, all of these are choices. And these are the choices that you make. Choices have consequences. None of us know what's going to happen the next day. Trust me, there was no bingo card ever in life that said I would fall down a flight of stairs and be in the predicament that I'm in now. There was no bingo card, no future, no crystal ball that could have told me that's what's going to happen and that's where I'm going to be right now. So you never know what's going to happen in the future. So instead of asking for forgiveness, or wanting an apology, or needing closure, how about you just don't do it? Don't do it. Don't be the kind of person that somebody don't care about if they live or die. Don't be the kind of person that somebody don't care about if you're going through something. Don't be that kind of person. You don't have to be super nice and all that stuff, but don't be the kind of person that nobody cares what's going on in your life. Don't do that. Because I'm not that kind of person that's going to, if I didn't like you today, tomorrow I'm still not going to like you. I don't care what you're going through. I'm not going to go, oh, because it doesn't make you a better person. You just now the same person you were yesterday, but now you have whatever's going on in your life. So, and I don't know, that might make me a bad person. I'll give you that. But the reality is, I don't believe in forgiveness because you can't forget. Now, if all of a sudden people come up and there's some kind of amnesia you can go get to forget selective things that have happened in your life, and then you can forgive somebody because then you no longer are burdened by what they did to you, then okay, forgive them. But until then, if I can't forget, I can't forget. So, in that token, that means that I mean, I don't actively wish for anybody to be ill or sick or dying or broke or homeless. I don't actively wish for none of that. However, have you? I, I don't care. I'm sorry. That's and I even as I say it, I know it sounds bad, but it's just the reality of things. You you wanting some kind of empathy or sympathy when you're going through something, even though you don't have empathy or sympathy for other people, is at best delusional. Because if you the kind of person that's cool with hurting people's feelings or doxing people or talking about people, kids, or whatever you do in life. It don't even have to be online, but we just happen to be on the social media, so that's why I'm using social media terms. But if we take it in real life, if you the kind of person that holler at kids that play in the street, I watched a video today of this little boy riding his dirt bike on the street, and some grown ass man going over there and snatching him off and telling him he gonna kill him because he can't be riding the electric bike on the street. If you the kind of person that do that, if you the kind of person that doesn't hold the door for somebody struggling behind you, if you the kind of person that don't push the hold the elevator for somebody running to catch the elevator, don't expect for when you going through your stuff that somebody's supposed to feel bad for you. Hold the elevator. No. So no, I just don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to. I don't want to. I think that's just. I think that it's fake, and there's no need to be fake. I think it's fake. There's no.
Wait, why you got your glasses down your nose?
Because I don't know, because it's just where I don't know, because I don't need them to see long distance. I just need them to see the words, and I'm looking down at the words.
Weird while I'm watching. Go ahead.
You may look like this. Now I'm close, and I still gotta look down because the words are down. I think that might be why, because the words are down. Um, the words are down.
You said something.
Oh, I did. I talked to her.
She said something else.
I see. Oh, yeah. I don't. Yeah, yeah. Don't come look at me. Don't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The way of the world right now, the way things are going right now, and everything is scary. The world is scary, and people think that if now all of a sudden you try to change who you are and do something different, that now all of a sudden you're gonna end up in heaven. No, because that doesn't change the person that you are. That doesn't change who you are. That doesn't change the joy you get out of doing the stuff that you do. I had working in restaurants. We have to have inspections and evals and things like that every few every few quarters, and cleanliness has a lot to do with that. So I used to have, and I had a manager who would not clean up and not do the things. I'm like, don't let them leave that stuff like that, because I'm the one that got to go pick it up and clean it up later on because I can't stand to see it like that or whatever. And I'm like, if we clean up as we go, we don't have to do this. I've had to stay in restaurants till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and then come back at 9 o'clock in the morning because we have an inspection because you let shit slide all year long. So, like they said, if you do it the whole time, then you ain't got to do it at the end. If you trying to change your life to get into heaven, don't wait before you 3 days away from getting to heaven because ain't nothing you can do to change it. You going where you going. If that's why you're doing what you're doing. If that's what you ascribe to, that's it doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't. It, and I can't. I'm going to feel the universal awe and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to think about you no more after somebody say, so-and-so got such and such. Oh, bless their heart. That's all I got for them.
You said bless
Bless your little heart. Because here's the thing. Let me tell you something. If I don't like you and I don't like you and I come across as I don't like you, I don't expect you to feel sorry for me. I don't expect for you to I can't cuss. I need another word. I don't expect you to give a shank that that I hurt myself, that I ain't walking, whatever. I don't expect you to care. I don't expect you to care when I'm up. I don't expect you to care when I'm down. I don't expect you to care when I'm 6 feet under. I'm not sitting up here waiting for anybody to give a shit about me if I didn't care about them. I don't expect that. And if you do it, I think it's fake and phony. And it's worse than if you just leave me alone. So that's how I feel about stuff like that. I don't think that being sick, I don't think that being terminal, I don't think that being broke, I don't think that being homeless, I don't think that being jobless negates all the stuff that you did to get people to not like you. And I don't think you would want people to come fake and phony in your face. But maybe you do. Hey, that's on y'all. So I was watching something and it made me think about it. Respect is not given. It's not a given. It is not a right. It is not it is not something that you have because you're old. It is not something you have because you're a certain ethnicity or race. It is not something to have because you are a certain at a certain station in life. Respect is earned. Respect is an earned thing. I saw a clip. This was on TikTok, and it made me think about it on a Karamo show of this lady saying how that she's 30, 40 years older than I think her niece or her sister. Might have been a sister. Papa was a Rolling Stone. You know how it go. But she was saying, I command respect. I demand respect. But did you earn the respect? Because if you come at me sideways, I'm going to come at you upside down. I don't care how old you are. If you come at me like you coming at me, then I'm coming back. I'm not going to respect you because you're my elder. I'm not going to respect you because you're the mayor. I'm not going to respect you because you're the manager of the restaurant. If you did not earn my respect by respecting me, then I'm going to come at you how you came to me. My favorite saying is, who are you talking to? And that goes for everybody. That goes for everybody. Every and anybody. Who is you talking to? Respect is earned. Parents. Now, there are certain things, and I'm going to tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. I say that because of this. I've listened to story after story after story time, after article, after documentary series of parents telling their children all the things that they did for them. I put a roof over your head. I put food on the table. I put clothes on your back. But guess what? That's your job. As a parent, that was my job. My job was to make sure Nick was fed, make sure he was had somewhere to live, make sure he had clothes on his back. That was the bare minimum of what I was supposed to do as a parent. That was bare minimum. Now, there were other things as a parent that I'm supposed to do, and I tried to do them. But the bare minimum is clothes, shelter, and food. And you going up to your child and telling them, when I clothed you, I fed you, I put a roof over your head, so you supposed to respect me, even if you don't respect the child. Oh, you a child. You don't get no respect. How can you teach respect? How can you demand or command respect when you don't show somebody respect? Nobody knows what respect looks like as far as you are concerned, because what I think is disrespectful, somebody else might be like, oh, that's all right. That don't bother me. And what don't bother me, somebody else might find disrespectful. I, DC and I don't parent the same because we weren't raised the same. So what she finds disrespectful, I might not. And what I find disrespectful, she might not. As far as our parenting styles, I'm just going to use that as an example. But I know growing up, Nick needed a sterner hand because I wasn't the stern hand about a lot of things, because I wasn't punished for that. I wasn't talked to for that. So, I mean, it didn't bother me. So, the things that I was passionate about, that's what I was stern on. But everything else, I believe that he got to learn. That's how you got to learn. But I also showed him respect. If I was wrong, I said, you know what, I'm wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Because that's how you show people respect. You can't just keep telling. These are the things that I wish I would have known growing up. And I know that my mother raised me the way she raised me because that's the only way she could raise me, because that's what she knew. So, and that was all I had. But I didn't want my kid to be like that, because I didn't want people to take advantage of him. Because when you teach a child to respect all adults and all elders and all authority, they get run over. They get abused. Teachers and adults take advantage of them because we have taught our children that they should always say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, and when an adult says goes. Now I told Nick, I said, let me tell you something. As he got older, when he would ask me questions about things, I never kindergarten stuff when I talked to him. I just talked to him and I told him what I needed him to know. When he asked me about sex, that's what I told him about. That's what I told him about. I didn't say nothing about no birds and no bees. I didn't say nothing about no trees and no blades of grass. And I didn't say nothing about no loving couple running across the field and then love gets together and a baby. I told him what happens. And I also told him about the good and the bad things. And I told him, if an adult makes you feel uncomfortable, you let him know that you can't. I told him, I said, if an adult comes to you and does something to you and says that if you tell they're going to hurt your mama, then you let them know that your mama said, come on. Ain't no don't tell. I didn't want him to be in a situation to where he had to wonder whether or not what he was doing was wrong because he was being disrespected or being traumatized by an adult. So no, respect is not a given thing just because you grown. Respect is, what is this piece of hair? What is this? What is this, y'all? What is this? What is this? I have a bonnet on. It is supposed to hold all of that. How is this piece of hair free? Now, see, I put it up. I put it up. Now we're gonna see how long it takes to just shoot out. But back to what I was saying. I hate that. I hate when people think that you're supposed to respect me. Now I respect your boundaries. If you let me know that you're uncomfortable with something, I'm gonna respect that because I want you to respect mine. If you treat me with respect, I'm going to treat you in the same way. I'm going to honor what you tell me. And I'm going to do my best to respect that. Because I want to treat you like I want you to treat me. But if you think you can be disrespectful because you're older than me, because you're at a different point in your life than me, because you got a better job than me, or more money than me, or a better house than me, or a better car, whatever. You think you can be disrespectful because your name started with A. Absolutely not. Respect is earned. And if you don't earn it, you don't get it. And I was raised in the South, like I said. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. And we're raised to do that, and that no matter how old you are, you're never older than your elder. But guess what? That's not reality, because older people are disrespectful and rude. And they think they can be disrespectful and rude because they're older. And then we're supposed to sit there and go, oh, well, you know how so and so is. So and so gonna get cussed out. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen with so and so. So and so feelings gonna get hurt. I try to stay. I don't. I normally just come on here and talk about any old random thing. And but that irked me today, because people think that they can throw rocks and they hide their hands. People think that they can favor one child over another child, and that child is still supposed to respect them because they're a parent. Because I put a roof over your head and food on the table. Well, what was you gonna do? You wasn't gonna put a roof over their head and food on their table unless they was the perfect child. That don't Just stop doing that. Stop making your children think that they're supposed to respect you because you do your job. Your children respect you because you treat them with respect. You discipline them when you're supposed to discipline them, but they know above all else that they are so loved that nothing can stop them. And you will get the respect that you deserve. Hey, Mars. Other than that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't do. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Look, it's going to the side. Should I just lean to the side? Is it? Am I straight, babe?
Huh?
Am I straight?
You good?
Well, it's leaning to the side, so I'm leaning too. No, I'm just
Oh,
leaning.
yeah. You were. How you do that?
It tipped because I got my charger, because to go out. Hold on,
Okay.
y'all about to get a tip. Okay, my mouth was getting dry. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon, evening. It's nighttime, y'all. It ain't afternoon no more. It's nighttime. But what else, baby?
You can talk about the. I don't know if you want to talk about um what the people believe in as far as the stuff going on in the world.
Oh yeah. Every day is something new. When I woke up in 2020 and 45 was the president, I just knew. I just knew I was in the episode of the Twilight Zone. I knew that. It's an episode of Twilight Zone. It's craziness going on. I was gonna pinch myself, wake up, and Hillary was gonna be president, and all was gonna be right with the world. Well, I was incorrect, and now it has happened again. So now we have people saying that. Now we have. I don't even know what to talk about. It's just every day is something different. It's cutting loans and grants, and cutting off student loans and grants for people trying to get a secondary education, cutting off benefits, TANF, SNAP, WIC, Medicaid for people. People don't understand. I don't know why people don't understand. I don't know why people think that the majority of people who are on some kind of government assistance are unemployed, not working, not bringing in money, and just sitting up there. Because I don't know how much. Now, people, and I'm going to tell you what else I don't know. I don't know why people get on here lying about how much they get in food stamps and stuff. And WIC and all that stuff. Because there is a set number. The government gives you a set number for each child, and that's it. They cap it. Now, sometimes you can get a lot, but you got to have a lot of children. And I've seen, especially when I worked on a military base at the commissary, I've seen some big numbers on food stamps. But they also had like 7 or 8 kids. And I think it's different for people in the military. Don't quote me because I don't know. But and he's only been in office for a week. And in that week, he has removed us from the World Health Organization. For all those that don't know what that is, the World Health Organization, it is an agency that monitors infectious and contagious diseases all over the world so that we don't have annual pandemics like we had with COVID. If somebody gets sick in another country, or there's an outbreak somewhere else and it's not here, the World Health Organization is your first line of defense to make sure that it doesn't happen. As soon as he got into office the first time, that's what he did. He took us out of the World Health Organization, and bam, here came COVID. Biden put us back into the World Health Organization, and all that cleared up. People went back to no masking, and yada yada yada. His first day, I want to say, he took us again back out the World Health Organization, and now there's the largest outbreak of tuberculosis ever in the United States, in Kansas. The avian flu is killing an exorbitant amount of chickens, and now they say it's being passed to the cows, and eventually it will mutate and be passed to humans. People know what 47 was going to do before they voted him. Yes, they did. But here's why. And I'm going to say this, and I'm sure you've heard it before. And I don't get super political on here. I don't get super racial on here, not because I don't feel it, but because a lot of these conversations and a lot of these statements can be taken out of context, buzzwords. It becomes futile, because we all knew black, white, green, purple, orange, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Wicked Witch of the West. We all knew. People voted for Donald Trump for 2 reasons. Now, I try not to say his name like Voldemort on Harry Potter, but that gives him power because he's the president. Man. People voted for him for 2 reasons. One, they saw themselves in him. America is a racist country. That's what it is. Now, can it be combated? Yes. Is it? No. Because it is ingrained in our nation. You still understand this, and I don't know why people don't understand it. There are still people alive who are throwing rocks at little kids trying to go to school. There are still people alive that were screaming and hollering and fighting people who were trying to drink out of a fountain, go to a bathroom, and come through the front door of a restaurant. These people are still alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are people alive right now that have lynched, burned crosses, right now. Mima and Papa's Klan robe sitting right now in the closet. This is not something abstract. that happened 20, 30 years ago. This is happening now. We live in the DMV. In DC, I want to say this weekend, white supremacists were just in the subway system, just coming downtown. Neo-Nazis are holding rallies, doing the Nazi salute. During the inauguration, Elon Musk did the Nazi salute twice. This is a racist country. The people that want to be openly racist, and it's a lot of them, saw themselves in him. That's number one. Number two, those very same people also thought that it wasn't going to be them. You weren't going to take our food stamps. You weren't going to take our aid. You weren't going to take our loans. You weren't going to take our Medicaid. I'm going to get rid of DEI, and that thinks, and that'll keep the blacks. You're not going to mess with us. The farmers, the union workers, the middle class people who live paycheck to paycheck. It's not going to be us. You're going to get them. But what they don't understand is we've been lived through this. Black folks survived slavery and Jim Crow and America before the civil rights. We survived the war on drugs. We've been through this. We've been broke. We've been figuring it out. They thought it wasn't going to be them. The people who were saying don't vote for Kamala Harris because of genocide in Palestine and that they're doing nothing, and Joe Biden and they're not doing anything, and don't vote for her. Trump is going to fix it. He just said that we'll just bulldoze that. It's a beautiful place. We can build something nice there. Those groceries that were going to be cheaper. That gas, those groceries, them eggs that people couldn't buy, going all on TikTok and whatever. And I don't know if they were on YouTube making videos, but making TikToks about how expensive eggs were. And I can't wait for Donald Trump to be president. Some black people thought, yeah, that too. Yeah. I don't even want to get into why some black people think that their closeness to whiteness is going to erase their blackness. I don't even want to get in that. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? Hold on. Hey, Pauline, how you doing? I don't want to get into that. I don't even want to get into that. And the killing part is that a Google search will tell you he didn't give out stimulus checks. He actually held them so that he could sign them, so that people could see their signature on them, thank you for my unicorns, so that they would associate the stimulus checks with Donald Trump. He didn't do that. He didn't have anything to do with that. That's the killing part about it. But I digress. Everything that's happening now during the campaign, if you lean left, if you lean Democrat, if you lean more progressive, we told y'all that. We told y'all he was going to come in. He talking about, I'm going to get rid of the illegal criminal aliens. No, what you're going to get rid of are the hardworking men and women who do the things that the people who voted for you won't do. Pick your vegetables, pick your fruit, build your houses, take care of your kids. Vegetables and fruit are dying on the vine. People are not picking them. Those eggs that you wanted so badly that you were willing to put Donald Trump in office for some eggs and some gas, guess what? You about to pay $35 for a dozen of eggs. I'm about to go get me 2 chickens and a rooster. About to make me some eggs. Because you what? All the farmers that voted for him now are trying to figure out how they going to get their crops collected. Because ain't nobody coming to work. All those houses that was going to make it better for us. All those houses, they're not getting built. Not getting built.
Thank you.
They're talking about wars. My baby's in the army. You have any idea how scary that is? He's talking about invading Panama because he wants the Panama Canal. You can't just go take folks' stuff. Hold on, can't see. Some of that shit, yeah. Hire me some rice and beans. Yes, but the thing about it is, understand, I see what you're saying. They do have to pass through the Senate. However, what he has done, he has filled the Senate. He has filled his committees with people who are MAGA, not Republicans, but MAGA Republicans. And they are allowing him to do the things that he's doing. He tried to fire 17 of the oversight, that people that go in and they have, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for, baby, when you're not on either side? What's the word?
Like unbiased?
Yeah, but it's another word. But we'll, yeah, but they're an oversight committee. They don't, they if you wrong, you wrong. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. Their job is to make sure that you're doing your job correctly. He tried to fire all of those. All 17 of those people, he tried to fire them. But they're independent contractors, and he doesn't have the power to do that. But I digress. He tried to fire them. They're suing him. They're going into schools now, trying to deport children. They're going into churches. They're going into hospitals, asking nurses if you know whether or not your patient was born in America. It's shock value, but sometimes you get tired of being shocked. Sometimes it's just too much shock. At one point, everybody wanted to be in America. At one point, everybody wanted to vacation here, come here, see here, be here. New York, California, Florida, Grand Canyon. Everybody wanted to be in America. All right, Morris. Everybody wants to be here. And look here. I'm not trying to change nobody, man. If that's what you want, hold on. Everybody has to have faith in God because, like he said, lean not on your own understanding. He knows more than we do. But the thing about it is, Addie, we got to go through so much to get there. We got to go through so much to get there. It's only so many prayers that I can say, because my baby is in the army, and they're talking about sending troops to the border, which I'm fine with that. But they're talking about invading countries and starting little wars for nothing, for things that it's just, like I said before. I think I said it last week. Never in a million years did I think that I would be that in 2025 that this would be our country. Never did I think that. in 2025, this would be our country. I stupidly thought that, I mean, people are always going to dislike you for random stuff. Yeah, he is. People are always going to dislike you for hell, people dislike you for the way you chew. So I don't think that disliking somebody for the color of their skin was going to completely go away. However, I thought it was just going to be different. And I just knew, thank you, Addie, about that as well. I'll take every prayer for my baby. I'll take every prayer. I'll take every praying hand. I will take every good thought for my baby. Those are right to say. Age wreaks havoc with your brain, by the way. That and drugs. um, I wish I could. That's my baby now. But he doing big boy stuff. He's got a new class. He just started a new class. I know this ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. But anyway. He just started a new class, so he's doing well. I'm very I was telling baby today, we got grown kids. See me, I was so glad that Nick got out of school when he got out of school. Because with the curriculum changing and and them not teaching children anything, I was glad he got out of school when he did. And I look at people, and I've never been a homeschooler. I think that children need socialization. I think children are like puppies. If you don't socialize them, they're feral. I know that sounds bad, but y'all know what I mean. I think children need to be able to interact with other people other than people that love them and their family. One, so that they won't be blind to the real world. And two, we don't treat our children like the world will. And I do. And she will be home. If it don't get better, she got a few years. Don't worry. I got a lot of IQ points. I'll make sure. Anyway, but I forgot what I'm saying again. I just we don't have any kids. We got grown children. We have grown kids. We don't have any children. That's all I'm saying. Our children are gone. We got grandbabies, but they got parents. We got grown children. I said, how did we get grown children? I think it's 20. And I swear he was like 2 months old last week, but he wasn't. And now he's 20 in the Army. He can't run. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. But one of his, like I said, he's one of his aces in places, has put up a bill to where he can run for a third term. So hopefully, the next election cycle, the Democrats will have gotten their stuff together. Or he'll be done messed up so badly that they can't do nothing but put anybody else in office. Somebody said, I was on TikTok, somebody said that the only person that could defeat him is Michelle Obama. And I'm like, I don't see why not. I also think the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, I think that he could. I think that he could give him a run. I think that he can give him a run because here's the thing. Essentially what Trump is doing is this. If you don't agree with him, That's why he's doing all these executive orders, and that's why he's rescinding all these things. Because his thing is, if you don't agree with him, he's trying to dismantle FEMA. He's trying to get rid of FEMA. He's saying that it is not the federal government's job to take care of a state after a natural disaster. It is the state's job. And here's why. He's trying to get it so that if you don't agree with him, you don't get any aid. So Gavin Newsom, who is the governor of California, is a staunch never Trumper. Staunch. Just out, bright, loud, and proud. And you know, the forest fires have devastated California. So, and during a forest fire, FEMA goes out, aid, you get the people, you get to, take care of the people. He's trying to keep from sending these funds, releasing the funds to California. He went to California. Now, when you go to somebody's house, it is customary, in California's Gavin's house. You're the president, you go into California, you contact the governor. You say, what's up? I'm coming in. I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to do wop diddy diddy, do wop diddy diddy do. I'm going to do what I do. We're going to do this photo op. We're going to get this thing popping. That's what you do as the president. Well, he didn't do that. He thought he was going to just come into California, and Gavin Newsom pulled up on him like he was from Compton. He pulled up on him in his jeans and his shirt. I don't even know. He might have had some Timbs on. I didn't see his feet. I couldn't see his feet. He might have had some Timbs on. He met him at the airplane. He was like, what's up? Just go pop in, but you're not going to give up the funds. Oh, no, you're not about to play with me. Not today, Satan. I was like, Now, understand, there is, realistically, there's only so much he can do before it gets to the point where he's going to get pushed back, and he's going to get pushed back. But there's a lot of damage he can do before the end. And the people that are going to be hurt most by it are going to be people like us, the middle class, the poor, the lower middle class, the upper middle class. That is the people that's going to be hurt. The people that built America, the people whose blood, sweat, and tears is why America was what it was. There's a lot of damage that can be done before that. Farmers are going to lose their farms. People are going to lose their homes. People are not going to be able to feed their kids. I know how it is to wonder where you going to be at tomorrow. Now, I haven't been outside sleeping on the sidewalk, homeless, but I have had to sleep on somebody's couch. I haven't been digging in the trash hungry, but I have had to get my food stamps and make sure my baby ate, even if I didn't. I have been all the classes, but rich class. It's a lot of damage going to be done. Our veterans, the people who will fight the wars that keep us safe on a global scale, taking their funding for their mental health, PTSD. You send these people to wars, to conflicts, peacekeeping missions. You send these young men and women over here with training, but very little mental help, going into places that have been fighting bloody wars for centuries. You send them over there with bombs flying over their head, with bullets whizzing by their ears. You send them over there in places where sometimes they can't intervene. The military goes on a peacekeeping mission. They can't intervene. If they are, look, y'all, look, this ain't got nothing to do with, look, baby, look, you looking at the camera? Babe, You looking at the camera.
Yeah.
You see that?
Well, you did that.
I didn't do that. It was sticking out. How does it come out? I don't get it. I know what was so funny when Gavin kissed me. She don't kiss her husband. I'm gonna leave it out because it keep coming out, so I'm gonna leave it. This is my co-star. This is my co-star. Why did it lay down? Why did it lay down so nice? Look, man. You saw I just lay down like a sideburn. Oh, y'all. Anyway. Yeah. Gavin came out there like, boy, you don't know who I am. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm light skinned. I am. Back in the day, they used to say I'm light, bright, and damn near white. But I'm a black woman. With a black mama, black grandmama, black family, and black son. And we have survived. We have made it out the other side. And we'll do it again. I have faith in my son. He had one job. Nick will tell you what his job is. From the time he was able to speak, he's had one job, and that's to make it home. When he first went to school, I said, your job is to make it home. He's had one job his whole life. All them other things, yeah, I tell him. But you get home. Something happened to school, you get home. You don't wait for nobody. I'm sorry. We were talking, I'm going to tell you something. I put it to you like this. We were talking about, I don't know why we got talking about zombie apocalypse. Don't ask me, because I can't tell you. I don't know why. But we were. And his friend lived upstairs. And he was like, Mom. So we got on a conversation of if our house was stockpiled with food and water and weapons, and would we let somebody in, his friend lived upstairs in? I said no. I said, what's your job? He said, huh? I said, what is your job? He said, come home. I ain't tell you to bring nobody with you. Just playing. And that sounded bad. But at the end of the day, I don't know why we was talking about this zombie apocalypse. Cause I'm thinking all of us going to be 8 because I can't run. They going to throw me first. I can feed at least 20 of them. Would I give myself up? But I wouldn't want to be no zombie. I know this is random. It's went way off base. Anyway. That's his job. That has always been his job. Like I said, if he go to school, I told him, I said, look here. Don't start no fights. Don't ever start anything. I said, but make sure you finish them. Well, my mom might get in trouble. You ain't going to get in trouble at home. I don't care what you do at that school. I said, they'll call me. I'll come up there. You be all right. When he goes out, when he started going out and going out with his friends and stuff, and I had to give him the talk that most parents don't, that a certain demographic don't have to get their sons when they go out. I'm like, if you get pulled over, make sure they can see your hands. Don't argue with the police. If they're going to arrest you, they're going to arrest you. That's what lawyers are for. That's what bail is for. That's what your mom is for. Don't argue with the police. Because if they want to arrest you, they're going to do it. No argument is going to stop them. And they ain't going to do nothing but hurt you. I said a lot of times, you're the only black boy. Be very mindful. These are the talks that I used to have him. I said, because what is your job? He said, make it home. I said, yeah, thank you. That's your job. And I had to trust that I had taught him to make it home. So if he's in the army, if he is in college, if he is at work, his job is to make it home. And I have to trust that. Because that's what I've told him for 20 years. And it's scary. Because understand, I'm 57. I'll be 58. Oh, I'm about to be Me and DC about to be the same age. That is despicable. I'm just playing. But I have made it through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. That's 4 decades. Wait a minute. I'm 57, so that should be 5 decades. I can't count. I've made it through almost 6 decades. And there's been some bad stuff that's happened in the black community in them 6 decades. But we made it through. We'll make it through this. I do have faith. I talk because I don't want it to happen again. I don't want us to have to make it through again. I don't want us to have to be in fear of how you're gonna feed your family, or how you're gonna put a roof over your family's head, or if you got a job tomorrow. If somebody is, I don't want that. It's just a lot right now, and he's only been president. What is today? Since the 20th. So what's today? 8 days. Oh my goodness. We got 4 years of this. Crack is gonna make a comeback. I gotta take another sip, y'all. I'm sorry. Does anybody else have way too many stainless steel cups? I do. And I plan on getting more. But again, I digress. What else, babe?
Um,
DC in the background.
you talk about the food stamps and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that first. Because some people say, because understand that we get our information through social media. And we don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully people who need assistance will get their assistance. So, let me see. Let me think. What else, babe?
But I was the main thing about people saying one thing and they saying this and saying that. What do you believe?
I mean, I don't know what to believe. I mean, I believe that he wasn't gonna be president. And clearly, I was incorrect. So I believe that you know what I believe. I believe that I'm gonna try to do the best that I can for my family and the people I love every day, and that's it. I
Yeah, like
believe.
the people that's gonna lose their all their benefits, their housing.
Well, I mean, it's.
They don't know what I said, so you need to.
She was talking about people losing their benefits and their housing. I don't think it's going to be automatic. Um, I don't really think it makes any sense to do, but I don't know. I, it's so overwhelming that I'm at a loss for words. I don't really know what people are going to do or what's going to come next as far as that goes. And I hope that the things that people have said that were going to go on don't go on. I hope that they don't gut the Veterans Administration, which helps veterans, people who are no longer enlisted after they leave their respective armed services. I hope that those things don't come to fruition. Um, I hope that the majority of people understand that what happens to the least of us affects the most of us. This is children. They've already they've already gutted abortion rights and women's rights to their own bodies. And you have all these new babies, but no Medicaid, no WIC, no food stamps, no TANF. And nobody's adopting. I was watching a clip where you got hundreds of people outside of an abortion clinic talking about, praying and talking about how they're killing babies, and you had people walking around with applications for adoption, but nobody wanted to sign one of those. Nobody wanted to adopt none of them. You can no longer be trans and be in the military.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Um, I am not transgender, so I don't speak about transgendered rights. I am a black woman, so I speak about women's rights and black people rights. However, I don't understand the thought process behind worrying about somebody else's life if it doesn't affect you. A trans person going in the military does not affect you as long as they are doing their job. How you how you how you see yourself, what gender you consider yourself, as long as you're doing your job, I don't care. It's I, I just it amazes me how people make science and medical decisions for other people, but they're not scientists or doctors. That's just like my friend would ask me about the law. Because, like I said, like some people can tell you football stats and things like that. The law is my football. However, my very first thing will be I will let them know if you need to get an attorney for that. I can't give you advice on that. I can tell you what I've read. I can tell you what I've seen. I can tell you what I know, but I can't give you advice because I'm not a lawyer. I have taken some classes. I know some things, but I don't know all of it. You have men telling women what to do with their bodies. You have politicians telling women what medical procedures they can and cannot have, even though they're not doctors. You have people that don't believe in vaccines and don't believe that COVID was real, and think that somebody, the Democrats, made up the hurricane. And I'm just like, you having politicians talk about science, but they're not scientists. There's blizzards in Louisiana and Florida. Hasn't been that much snow since since the late 80s, early 90s. But the climate's not changing. So, I hope that what's going on is more rumor than fact, because while we're not swimming in money, make no mistake about it. At this particular point in my life, I don't worry about where I'm going to eat or when I'm going to eat. But there are millions of people that do. And it would be devastating for millions of people if, when they go to get their benefits on whatever date that they get their stuff, and their card says zero. I Like Miss Addie said, you got to pray. And you got to hope. And you got to have faith. So I do these things. And I live one day at a time. Because that's all we can do. Um, yeah. What else, babe? I do better when I'm talking back and forth to somebody, even though I'm talking to y'all.
Somebody said hello.
Who said hello? Nobody said hello. I
Mm-hmm.
don't talk to everybody. Who was it?
Kina.
Hey,
Kina.
I haven't gotten it over here. Am I still
Mm-hmm.
on? Okay. I haven't gotten it over here. I can't see it. The last person I had was this Addie said, and Nick's coming
Scroll up,
home.
make sure it ain't stuck.
I'm scrolled. The last one I had is, what's the last thing you got?
Pauline saying hello to Kina and Addie.
Pauline. Yeah. Last thing I got was, and Nick's coming home from Miss Addie.
Yeah, three messages.
What they say? I don't have them. Now I want to click off to get them. If I click off and come back,
No, don't do nothing.
yeah, see. What
Lisa,
they
Pauline said, Lisa, I live in Mississippi. We have never got that much snow. 8 inches.
man. I
Tell Pauline she can have our snow. She can't hear me, baby. I'm all the way over here.
DC said you can have our snow. I don't. I like the snow. I don't mind the snow. Um, but I understand because I used to live in Alabama, and before the blizzard of '89, no, what '89? It might have been '92. I think it might have been '92. Before the blizzard of '92, I think it was '92. I don't know. I don't know. There hadn't been that snow like that since the '70s. It don't snow down there. We walk around in shorts and flip flops on Christmas Day. Okay? So, no. That's so. Something's going on. When it started snowing down there, I said, oop, hell freezing over. Anyway. That's what I think. But, I don't know, y'all. Some days I feel 100 years old.
She said blizzard 77. Addie said blizzard 77.
Was it 77? Now, my father was still alive. It wasn't 77. I was born in 67. And by the time I was 10, he was gone. So it was like, I was like 4 or 5. So it was like 71, 72. But, but off that, and back on to my initial thing was respect. Case in point, right now, my face I shed a little tear when Jimmy Carter passed away. Jimmy was 100 years old. Excuse me. And he'd earned respect. He was still building houses at 100, climbing ladders, killing himself, still helping people, still living on the same little place. He'd earned respect. So I shed a little tear when Jimmy passed away. Even though he was old and it was his time, and he's probably, as they say, in a better place. Trump ain't earned nobody respect. If tomorrow, breaking news, I would flip channels. Because he hasn't earned any respect. That's what I mean. Your death, your sadness, your bad luck, your illness doesn't change who you are. That doesn't change who you are. Do you know how many people I've heard thinking that their parent on their deathbed was going to all of a sudden not hate them because they were gay, or not hate them because they dated somebody black? And on their deathbed, their final words was still something nasty, was still something ugly. And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? I don't care. I'm good. I'm sorry. And I think that's what you get. Like I said, if that's how people feel about me, then I don't expect you to. If you want to rejoice, rejoice. That's on you. I would not rejoice. However, I wouldn't care either. I don't think that you are. I don't think it's your right for sympathy. I don't think you have a right to people's sympathy and empathy if you weren't sympathetic and empathetic beforehand. I don't think you have a right for compassion if you weren't compassionate.
Addie said we dropped the ball.
Yeah, we dropped that. We didn't even drop it. We chunked it. We threw it.
She said, we as African Americans dropped the ball because the majority of the black men didn't vote because Camilla
Kamala.
was a woman made. They react what they saw.
Well, yes, they were not. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They would have voted for Ted Bundy to keep a woman out of office. I firmly believe. I believe that's why Hillary was not in office. I believe that's why Kamala wasn't in office. Do I believe that? Do I believe that Michelle Obama could win? Yeah. But like I said, it's what's done is done. There's no time traveling, and we just got to work with we got to work with what we got. We got to do what we've been doing. As black people in America, we got to do what we've been doing. They throw guts at us who make chitlins. They throw unripe tomatoes at us. We make fried green tomatoes. They throw old corn at us. We make cornbread. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? We got to do what we've been doing. They give us a tent. We make a home. We help our neighbor. We make it through. That being said, I'm not going to help you if I don't like you. I think. As I said it, I don't know. But I think I probably won't. Now, if I don't know you and you've never done anything to me and we don't have a relationship that's built on distrust and antagonization, I help a stranger. But somebody who has done stuff to me, and then all of a sudden you want to come back and say, it's a joke, I ain't mean it, that ain't what I meant, oh, I ain't say it like that, that's not what I meant when I said that, oh, I didn't mean to do that to you, it was a mistake. Well, I'm mistaken to leave your ass standing there.
She said they're not ready for a woman.
There are hundreds of female leaders of countries. America is what it is. America is a good old boys club. It is a white good old boys club. That is what America is. That is what America is. And here's the thing, until we face that fact, until we face that head on and do something about that, we're always going to have issues of some sort. Because at the end of the day, until we come, until you, an alcoholic is going to be an alcoholic till an alcoholic don't want to be an alcoholic anymore. Until the alcoholic faces the fact that that's what they are. A junkie is going to be a junkie until they realize they a junkie. Until America realizes that it's racist. And the racism affects everybody. It just doesn't affect black people. It affects everybody. It's a domino effect. And the only people not affected by said racism are the 1% that have 99% of the money. Oprah was a billionaire. This is 20 some years ago. I want to say 20 years ago. But it might have been sooner than that. But anyway, a billionaire. Not too long after Forbes said she was the first black woman billionaire in America. And they still found a way to be racist toward her. They still found a way to let her know she was black. Until we face that, until America as a whole faces that that is a problem, that is a part of the problem that we're having, we can't fix it. I don't see color as a lie. I treat everybody the same is a lie. Racism is gone is a lie. Until we face these things head on. Until we go, yeah, you know what, you right. Until we all get together. There's a picture. I don't know whether it's a painting. I don't know what it is. But it is the poor and the lower middle class are the table. The 1% are using their backs to count their money, smoke their cigars, and talk their stuff. Do you have any idea how disruptive it would be if we stood up? Sometimes all you got to do is stand up. But until we come to terms with the history of our country, what it was built on, what it was founded on, and what still happens today, there's always going to be somebody like Trump. There's always going to be people ignoring racism. There's always going to be people ignoring that. And there are always going to be people that are hurt because of it. If I'm not saying hello or I'm not recognizing questions, I'm not getting the messages. DC is, but she's at work. She's going to be on call. So she's at work. So she had to run off. So I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see it. The last message I got, so y'all know where I'm at. The last message that I can see on my side is Miss Addie saying, and Nick's coming home. That's the last message I got. I've tried scrolling, I pushed, and that's all I got. So I don't want to touch nothing because I don't want to block nobody or snooze nobody or whatever it's called. So I'm not touching anything. So to anybody who just came in or has came in since this comment and have commented, thank you so much. I don't see you. Hello. Hey, y'all. So, I hope it gets better. I hope that I see it. I hope that I live to see it get better. I have a grandbaby, and I have a a 20-year-old who has yet to grace us with a grandchild, and I want his future to be as bright as possible. I have my children upstairs. I want their futures to be as bright as possible. And I hope that in my lifetime that I will see the change that I thought that was going to happen. And I'm going to get off that. I've been on here. I've been on here. Oh, shoot. I've been on here almost an hour and a half. Um, Respect is earned. Parents, stop acting like your kids don't deserve your respect. These are your babies. Stop acting like a roof over their head, food on the table, and clothes on their back is not your job. It's something they made you do. Now, I don't know. Maybe some people had a dream about the baby that was coming, but I don't know of one baby that asked to be here. Parents, stop having favorites if you got more than one kid. I didn't know. I ain't gonna say I knew. I didn't necessarily want more than one child. I'll say that. For no other reason than one, I had went so long, I was 37, and I went so long without having a child. And that I felt it would do a disservice. And this is how I feel. This ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. I don't knock anybody having 1, 2, 13, 12. I don't care. This is just my personal opinion, how I felt. When I was pregnant with him, I was like, I can't imagine having more than one kid because I wouldn't want to split my love up. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I would do my kids a disservice if I couldn't love them all the same. Because see, I know how it feels when the love is not equal. I know how it feels to have a parent outwardly show you that they love the other kid a little bit more, and in some cases a lot more. I know how that feels. So I only wanted to have one child because I didn't want them to ever feel that. So stop having favorites with your kids. And if you somebody like me and don't know whether or not you can give love equally to all your kids, don't have but one. Stop acting like your children are a burden. You brought them here. You brought them here. Stop treating your kids in their own kind of way and then expecting them to respect you. Don't do that. These are the people that are going to carry on you. They're going to carry on your legacy. They're going to carry on your name. They're going to carry on you. And from the beginning, they deserve. We tell Penelope, yes, sir. We tell Penelope, say thank you. Say please. But if I do something or something happens, I say, oh, Grandma, sorry. She didn't mean to do that. That wasn't nice. Thank you, Eddie. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got a phone. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, all right. Hey, Keena, how you doing? Yeah, live in Mississippi. Yeah, Blizzard 77. Blizzards. As African American, yeah, yeah. We dropped the ball. Nope, they're not ready for a woman, right? There's a saying. I read it and I said it. Okay. Hey, man, what's up? People know history and still they absolutely do, and I never understood that. Never understood that. There's a saying that if you don't know history, you're destined to repeat it. However, these people do know history and still repeat it. I'm with you. I was 37 when I had my baby. Baby. Understand exactly what you're saying. Okay. Don't. I don't say don't. I say don't, but I mean, you can do what you want. You are. Y'all can do what you want. Uh, your children will grow up to treat you like you treat them. Be mindful. Respect is earned, and that includes your children. If Nick don't want to, when Nick was younger and he didn't want to hug somebody, or he said no and didn't want to do it, I didn't make him do. The hell you say? Don't touch my baby. Even Penelope now, because children are children. They want you today, tomorrow they don't. So I don't make her come and hug me or do anything that she doesn't want to do. Even at 2, she's 2. Here she comes. I don't make her hug me or talk to me if that's not what she wants to do. And not because I think she grown. It's because if you teach them now, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Teach your children how to be respectful. But I be damned. What? See? Oh.
I get it. Don't worry about you.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Exactly. Children pick up on adults' good spirit and especially bad. Absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. What happened? What are you doing? Huh? Well, I'm on live. I'm on live.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know either.
What's that?
Well, I'm talking. Yes, she does. Well, Miss Addie, my thing with kids is that I don't talk to babies. I talk to my dog like I talk to babies, and I talk to babies like I talk to grown people, because I think children should be able to tell you what's going on. And if all you've ever told your baby is goo goo gaga da 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 da, they can't tell you what's going on. What? What is what? What is what?
What is this?
This is mine. Whatever it is, probably if you point over here.
It's just scary.
What's scary?
That's the bluey.
There's no bluey up there. Anyway. She trying to sneak her way up here like ain't nobody see her. Like she invisible. You know how them people you know how people in church put up one finger and tip out like you can't see them? I don't know why that happens. But she's slow. See, she's like a baby ninja. She's slowly trying, because we have stairs for the dogs. Because Billy I don't know why he don't like to jump. Jackson jump. Billy, on the other hand, is too bougie to jump. You need stairs. So we have stairs on the bed. So she's slowly coming up like I don't see her. Hey, grandbaby.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I am talking to the bomb squad. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's in the wash off.
Am I turn? Hoo-hoo?
Huh?
Huh?
Did you hold my hand there?
Yes, I'm holding your hand there. Hold on.
I hold your hand.
You hold my hand. Say hello.
Hello.
Say how are you doing. Say hi, Bomb Squad.
Hi, Doctor.
Big girl. This is why we do stuff. Right here.
Huh?
What is going on?
Yep, I got my hair to mommy.
Your mommy did your hair?
Yep.
She did.
I didn't want my hole.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did you toy?
She's giving Jax his toy. Hold on. Hold on. Jax is... And there
Here,
it
it's
comes.
a jewelry.
They said, hi, Penelope.
Hi, Poppy.
You're Penelope.
I'm
You're Penelope.
Poppy.
You're Penelope.
You know she be saying her name real fast.
I know.
I did like panda.
Woo.
What's your fancy on?
Say what?
What's your on?
My lip? I don't know. What are you doing to my lip?
Did you just see with your bag?
No, I need my bag because it's holding up my phone right now. Sir, ma'am. Oh, it's not going to zip all the way, baby. Sorry, y'all. We have been invaded. We've been invaded by the grandbabies.
I said, karate. Oh, so they show
Invasion of the grandbabies.
it starts
Speaking of invade... No, ma'am.
February.
No, ma'am.
I'm like, look this.
Why are you touching? I need to see. Okay. Because she plays Lucas on the phones. On all phones are hers.
Okay, look this one.
We'll go get your daddy's phone to play Lucas. Send her to her.
Daddy.
Come on, let's go.
Dad. That daddy. That daddy. Daddy.
Daddy.
That's my baby. Anyway.
Daddy.
He's right there. You go to him. Don't keep calling
Daddy.
him.
Come on, say night night.
Night-night.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Big girl. Oh.
He said, see you tomorrow.
All right. We're back. We were invaded by the toddlers. Toddler invasion. All right, y'all. It's been an hour and a half. I'm going to get off here. I'll come back. I might come back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? I'm sure I'll be to find something to talk about tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for coming out, for joining me, for coming in and saying, hey, how y'all doing? I need one more light. Can I get one more light? Because baby goes to 20. Baby goes to 20. I'm at 14. If I can get to 15, because I think I have a little OCD or ADHD. I don't know which one I have 15. My phone ain't even updated. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you, Miss Addie. Hold on, let me get on the other phone.
I'm going upstairs.
All right. Bring ice.
Oh.
I said bring ice. Let's lay all this to rest and pray. Yes, Miss Addie. I want to thank Miss Addie, Pauline. It's Mel, baby. It's Keena. Oh, Morris. He already gone. Magdalena, viewers of you. I want to thank everybody for joining me, coming out, hanging out with me for a little while. I just want to put my 2 cents in. I'll come put 2 more cents in tomorrow. Maybe, I put enough cents in, I get $1. Y'all make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video, go live, you guys can join us. Baby's got some crafting coming up on our channel and on somebody else's channel this weekend. I don't know what's this weekend. I don't know whose channel she's on this weekend. But she's got some crafting coming up. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I love you, Bomb Squad. Y'all are the best. And I'll see y'all later. It's your girl, Lisa. And I'm out. Peace.